Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where an entitled female cop made up her own laws and violated a man's rights by stopping him from entering public property and doing official business. On September 21, 2023, a First Amendment auditor made his way to a school property in Fruitland Park, Florida, where he wanted to make a public records request from the administration building. Note that he was there to conduct official business with valid reasons, and he knew that the public records were located at this very property. As expected, the auditor made sure to record everything, exercising his freedom of the press. But that's when he encountered a tyrannical police officer. The entire ordeal was also captured on the officer's body cam, which we will now watch.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good, I'm Officer Posey with the Park Police Department.
Alright.
How may I help you?
I don't need to talk to you.
Okay, alright.
I need to do a public records request for Florida Chapter 119.
Okay, before you get into the school, I need your ID.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, well, you have a nice day.
Are you refusing my public records request?
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
12 to 29 and 12.
That's what I'm about to do. What'd you say, Brad?
Oh, you 10-12 with the 13 Papa,
10-4, he's on foot right now. I'm in front of the school with him. I need your ID, sir.
Why is that?
Because you're on the school property right now and you're causing a ruckus. So.
How am I causing a ruckus? Constitutionally protected activity.
Which one's
Constitutionally protected activity.
Okay, which one's your... It's a white male. He has his camera out. He's talking about some Constitution stuff. Okay, okay, so the principal doesn't want you here? Not right now, at least. Do you have any kids?
I love this, thank you.
Do you have any kids that come to the school?
I don't answer questions.
Well, you have no business being on the property, okay?
I'm here to do legitimate business of a
children?
Chapter 119
Do you have children that come to
public records
okay,
request. Are you a sergeant? You should know that, sir. That's the law. I recommend you get on your computer right now before you violate my constitutional rights and check Chapter 119.
Okay, you can do that by calling. Do whatever you want to do.
I can do it by being here.
But do you have children that come to the school?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, so then I'm not answering questions. You have a nice day.
Thanks. What? You come here if you want to talk to me.
You mind going in the shade? I'm wearing polo. Yeah.
No, I'm good right here. I'm engaged in legitimate business.
Did you walk here?
It's none of your business. I want the principal's name.
No, I'm not giving you that. Can you please go back inside, please? Thank you. You can, just like you told us to get on that computer, you can get on yours as well, right?
I know it. I know the law.
So, all right. So you should get on the computer.
If you interfere with me anymore, my legitimate reason for being there, I will come after your qualified immunity.
That's fine.
Do you understand that?
That's fine. I have legitimate reasons here too. So you're going to stay standing where you're standing at.
If you violate my rights.
13.2 hours. 33, same traffic. Definitely.
But I'll tell you what, I don't want you up on, if you don't have any children, I don't want you up here.
It doesn't matter. This is open to the public.
Okay. Do you have children in the school?
I don't answer questions. Okay.
All right, so just stand where you're standing.
Am I detained?
No, you're not. You can walk while you want to walk, but I'm telling you, you're not coming on this property.
I'm loving this. What's your name again?
Officer Posey, 29.
Brad.
29.
Name and badge number? Sergeant Brad.
33, same traffic.
Thank you.
Now, just a few minutes into this encounter, it becomes clear that the officer who made contact with the auditor, namely Officer Posey with the Fruitland Park Police Department, was not only uneducated and incompetent, but also on a massive power trip, giving the auditor several unlawful orders despite having no authority to do so. In her own words, she encountered someone who was talking about some constitutional stuff. This is exactly what she told dispatch. This statement alone goes to show how Officer Posey had absolutely no regard for the rights given to the public. And it wasn't even that she was confused about why the auditor was there. He made it very clear that he was there to make a public records request, as per the 2023 Florida statute, section 119.07, which states that Any person shall have the right of access to public records for the purpose of making photographs of the record while such record is in the possession, custody, and control of the custodian of public records. A well-educated and rightful law enforcement officer would immediately allow the auditor to continue with his business. But here we are, witnessing Officer Posey expose herself. Luckily, a sergeant had responded to the scene also. Let's see if a superior is able to fix this mess. One would expect him to allow the auditor inside, right?
Exactly, what's your purpose for being here?
Legitimate purpose or legitimate business of doing it. I told you this before. Did you not understand? I am doing a
I've got radio traffic and
Understood, sir. I am doing a public records request per Article 1, Section 23 and Section 24 of the Florida Constitution. I am also under the auspice of Chapter 119 of the Florida State Statutes, which gives me the right to do a public records request here. Are you going to honor your oath and have them accept my public records request, or are you going to deny me my rights?
It sounds like you'd be better off going to the actual Lake County School Board.
I don't have to go there. The records are here that I want to see.
What records are you looking for?
That's none of your business.
Okay. Well, I don't know you from this poll here, sir, so I'm just trying to understand.
That's cool. You don't need to know me. I'm here on legitimate business.
Okay. All right, well, sit tight right here. I'll be right back.
Am I detained?
No, you're free to go at any point in time.
I'm free to stay then.
Stay here. Stay here.
I'm not being detained. Don't
You're not-
tell me what to do.
you're-
You have the lawful authority
Okay.
over me. Put yourself in check.
Okay. My job is to protect these kids in the school right
And
now.
what am
I
I
don't know
doing?
who
How is the camera-
I don't know who you are right
It's
now.
none
You're a
of your
threat to me.
business.
Okay, that's fine, but you're not coming into school.
I don't want to go into
That's
school.
fine.
I want to get out here and look at the postings that are on the wall.
Please don't.
Are you
please don't-
impeding
no,
my rights?
No, I just don't want you hitting me.
Get out of the way then.
That's
Officer
fine.
Posey is harassing me
I'm
and
not
being
harassing you.
aggressive by not permitting me to go look at public records that are on the wall by the school door.
Can you close that door, please? Because I don't know who he is and he's not coming
I
inside the building.
suggest you call your lawyer.
Press the button for admittance. Show your ID to the camera. You cannot get into this building unless you show your ID. We need your ID.
Show me the state statute where it says
You're
that.
not getting into this building until we see your ID. Right now,
And
you're a
what
threat. I don't know
Florida
who
is-
you are. Right now, you're a threat, and you're not getting into
I'm
school.
a threat with a camera?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow. My job is to protect these kids, and that's what I'm doing. I don't know who
You're
you are.
protecting them from a camera and
I guess
from
so.
a
I
legitimate
don't know who
business?
you are. I have
You
no
don't
idea
need
who
to
you
know.
are.
It's none of your business.
All right. So what's in there with those kids is none of your business.
You're telling me that
You guys want to come in? You guys can come in.
business? Yeah.
I think chairs go this is a media center. They need to go back to
Have a nice
the
day.
college office.
Well, by the looks of it, the sergeant did not make the situation better at all. And what's worse is that he allowed Officer Posey to blatantly continue violating the auditor's constitutional rights by physically restricting his movement and preventing him from walking back toward the administration building of the school. This violated the auditor's Fourth Amendment, which states, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized." By extension of this, bear in mind that restricting someone's movement is considered a form of seizure as their freedom is technically taken away from them. To make things even worse, Officer Posey continued to demand ID from the auditor, ordering him to furnish identification or leave the property. Both these choices were completely unjustifiable under the law. Officer Posey was now creating her own laws off the top of her head without realizing that school property is actually public property. Note that public property refers to property owned by the government or its agency, rather than by a private individual or a company. It belongs to the public at large. Examples include many parks, streets, sidewalks, libraries, schools, and playgrounds that are used regularly by the general public. In other words, the auditor had every right to enter public property, and Officer Posey didn't have a single right to stop that from happening.
Sir, if you could step over here with me.
No, I'm good. I'm good right
Thank
here.
you.
Have a conversation over
I'm
here.
good. I'm good. You want to be in the shade? We're in the shade.
Well, there's shade right here, but I want.
Yeah, I'm good right here.
Listen,
I'm not blocking any
Like I
doors.
told you, I don't know you from that telephone pole, and you're at an elementary school right now, okay?
Yeah, that's legal.
And we are going to have a conversation over here about what it is we're going to do so we can remedy the problem. I'm in contact with the principal.
Are you
and we're
forcing me to move? Is that a lawful order?
Did you hear me ask you to come over there?
Yes, you asked
Okay,
me. Thank
I
you.
asked
I'm
you.
politely denying your request. Thank you, sir.
So we'll sit right here until it gets resolved.
Okay. Well, they've already denied it, so that's one thing. You've denied me access.
Children are paramount, and like I said, I don't know what you are. I don't
I'm
know
not
who you
filming
are.
kids. I'm not talking
We
to
don't know who
kids.
you are, so right now
Never
you're a threat,
talk to
and you're being
kids.
kind of aggressive. So
Aggressive. You're the one that won't let me go in there and do my
you're not
constitutionally
going in
protected
there.
activity.
You're not going in there.
Show me on here the state statute that says that I have to show ID.
Do you have children that attend here?
That's
Nope.
none of your business.
He doesn't.
It is my business.
Is it? Why is that your business?
Because what business do
What's
you
your
have
What's
at
your
school?
name?
Sergeant David Brown.
Badge number.
4. I don't have
4.
a badge number. My ID is number 4.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this. So you want to be confrontational. What is
Who's
your
being
business at the school? What is
confrontational?
your
I would
business at-
explain to them. Talk
Okay,
to
that's
them.
fine. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you, sir.
I'm not talking to you. I talk to them. I have no obligation to talk to you or help you with your investigation in any way whatsoever.
So our number one priority is these children's safety.
I'm not hurting children.
Well, I don't know what you're here for. I'm trying.
I was
I'm
here.
listening-
I told them.
Listen to me.
No,
I'm
you
trying
listen to me.
ascertain that.
You listen to me.
trying to ascertain
Check
that.
it. Check yourself.
Check what?
I told her I'm here to do a public records request under the auspice of Florida Constitution.
School's policy
Article
is-
1.
you need
Policy is not law. Policy
You
is
need an
not law.
ID to get into school.
The policy
Where
for
is
school.
the state law that says that I have to give that?
We do not set the policy for the school board. That's the school board
Policy is
no
not
ID,
law.
no entry. So
Policy.
if you have a problem with the policy as far as there are no ID,
Mr.
no
John
entry,
Doe, you're not getting in this school. That's it.
No, you're not getting
You're
in.
not.
John Doe.
I don't know your name, so I'm calling you John Doe. You're not getting into the
I
school.
take that offensive as you calling me a John Doe.
Okay, I don't know your name.
Then don't call me anything. You
You're not
call
getting
me
into the
sir.
school.
You treat me respectfully.
You're not getting into the
Do
school.
you understand that? And what law gives you, what Florida state statute gives you to the authority? No, I'm not being detained. I'll do what I want.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Am I detained?
Sir, get
You're-
your hand
you're
up.
about to-
Am I detained?
You're not detained, but you're on school grounds right now. I
Once
don't know
you
what you
tell
have
me,
in your pocket.
once you
I
tell
do
me,
not know what you have in your pocket.
by law, case law, once
Sir?
you tell me to take my hands out of my pocket, that is a detention. Am I being detained?
I don't know who you are. I
Don't
don't
care.
know what you're
Well,
doing
this-
here.
this-
and I don't know
I'm
what you
gonna-
have.
The auditor made a very logical point here. We heard the sergeant order him to take his hands out of his pockets because he apparently felt unsafe and threatened by not knowing what was inside them. But here comes the problem. Can the sergeant give such an order to a man who is obviously not detained? Section 901.151 of the 2023 Florida statutes makes it clear that whenever any law enforcement officer of this state encounters any person under circumstances which reasonably indicate that such person has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a violation of the criminal laws of this state, the officer may temporarily detain such person. Judging by this, the auditor could not have been lawfully detained, but he was still detained unlawfully because, as he mentioned, ordering him to do something implies exactly that. This is also an appropriate time to discuss whether demanding ID was justified or not. In Ibel v. 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada, the Supreme Court upheld state laws requiring citizens to reveal their identity when officers have reasonable suspicion to believe criminal activity may be taking place. In other words, when someone is lawfully detained, they would need to ID themselves. This applies to a few states only, but regardless of whether it applied here, there was no detention to begin with, so demanding ID was out of the question right away. But as if things couldn't get any worse, Officer Posey did something ridiculous.
I'm gonna kill this right quick, please. Miss Brown, do you want him to leave the property? Okay, she wants him to leave the property. You need to leave the property.
Is that a trespass warning?
Yeah, she wants you to leave. You gotta go.
Who?
Principal, you
What's
gotta
her
go.
name?
Officer Posey. So
What's the principal's
P-O-E.
name?
You can Google it like you just said.
No, I can't.
Can you leave, please?
I'm doing a public records request for the principal's name.
Thank you for showing your ID. Can you please leave?
I never tried to get in there. Sure,
Sure,
that doesn't mean anything. I never attempted to get in there.
What'd you say, Miss Brown?
There's a civility policy that we can refuse to talk to anyone, especially
Okay, so there is a policy that they're not supposed to talk to the person. Yeah, they don't want. They're being combative. They feel like he's being combative. So,
With your hand in that pocket and getting close
Sir,
to me
can you
next time
please
do that,
leave?
I am going
Is this a trespass notice?
yeah, leave.
All right, I'd like to have it documented.
That's
that
fine.
the principal wants me
She wants you to
trespassed.
leave. Can you go, please?
No, I want to document it as I'm being trespassed while doing a public records
Okay, we'll
request.
fill out the trespass warrant and have her sign it, and we'll officially trespass you.
Okay,
So get off the
good.
property. Go stand on the sidewalk. Hey, Addie. You have Miss Brown. You have your ID. Where's Miss Brown? We call her for her ID so we can. We're gonna fill out a trespass. You want to trespass, right? Okay, you have your ID. We're gonna need it for the trespass. Yeah. Go get it. Huh? No. But we're about to know. I'm for the trespassing, so I'm going to know. Hey, we need it.
If I don't leave, will I be arrested?
Hey, I need your ID because she wants to trespass, so I have rightful to get your ID. I need your ID now. You're about to be trespassed. I need your ID. She wants to trespass.
You're way over your head.
Okay, that's fine. Where's your ID?
You're way over your head.
That's fine. Where's your ID?
I'm going to explain this to you once.
You don't have to.
Jesuits v. State.
Give me your ID, sir.
A trespass warning is a trespass warning.
Okay, but we already asked you to leave once and you didn't leave, so...
I have to have time to leave.
You're still on the property right now recording you talking to me?
Okay, I'm allowed to be here.
I just asked you to leave.
Okay, I'm leaving.
And actually, I don't actually have your information to make a trespass warning. I need your information, please.
Use John Doe.
No, you just said you didn't want to be called John Doe, sir, so...
All right, well, I'm telling you, use John Doe.
Nope, I need your ID, sir.
What statute says that I have to give you?
I need your license. In order for me to make a trespassing warning to begin with, I need your license, okay?
What law is that?
I don't know the state statute, but it's a law.
Okay. I recommend that you call the state attorney.
Sir, can I please have your license?
No.
So if I could just ask you one thing, why are you causing problems?
Engaging in constitutionally protected activities is causing problems.
What's your purpose?
Are your cameras on? All of them.
Yes, sir. What's your purpose behind this?
My purpose is exercise my rights as a citizen.
But you're just causing problems.
You're not protecting my rights.
I am protecting your
Protecting
rights.
these kids.
You trespassed me.
No, I didn't trespass you. The school
wants to trespass.
The school trespassed you.
Okay, let's do it. Let's document.
This was a total lie. The school was not the one who wished to trespass the auditor. It was Officer Posey who wanted to trespass him. So what she did was solicit a trespass by intentionally asking the principal about it, all while knowing that the principal would definitely say yes to it. Such behavior coming from a law enforcement officer displays official misconduct, and as per the state statutes, it is unlawful for a public servant or public contractor to knowingly and intentionally obtain a benefit for any person or to cause unlawful harm to another.
Okay, so I need your license.
You don't need my ID.
Yes, I do need your license.
State the law.
Who am I trespassing?
John Doe.
No.
I said John Doe.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't?
I need your date of birth. I need your license. I need your social security. I need something, no way to trespass you, sir.
I'm giving you official warning right now.
Okay, what's your social security number?
Jesuits versus state.
Okay.
Trespass warning.
Oh, he's here.
Property. I have to
well,
give it
that's better
time
than
to
me.
get off the property.
Yes, First Street is already officials.
I don't understand those.
Y'all, I'm by myself. I'm exercising my constitutional rights.
The group, however, y'all are free to do certain things.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't understand why.
You don't need to understand why. You don't need to understand why. It's none of your business.
Especially
Out of school, nothing better to do.
Are you somebody that knows what they're doing?
How you doing, sir?
Name and badge number.
I'm Captain Raines.
Captain Raines. They illegally trespassed me from school property. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity. I'm here under the auspice of Article 1, Section 23 and Section 24 of the Florida Constitution, and also under the auspice of Chapter 119 of doing a public records request.
Okay.
He has detained me.
What?
Yes, you did.
What?
You told me to take my hands out of my pockets. That is a de facto. That is a de facto.
She wants some trespass, and I don't need his ID, and he doesn't want to give it over.
Is Miss Brown in there
You
now?
don't
she's
know
in
nothing,
there.
do you? You're a sergeant. So now that I'm being trespassed, am I being detained? Captain, am I being detained? Am I being detained?
You're not leaving.
Am I being detained? Yes or no? Am I being detained?
The reason why all the officers on the scene had no answer to the question of whether the auditor was detained is obvious. It's because all of them knew very well that officially detaining him would be a huge mistake. The auditor did nothing wrong, and hence couldn't be lawfully detained. The silence alone proved that the auditor was up against a bunch of uneducated and corrupt cops.
So what do you have to do today? Nothing.
Stop blocking my progress.
I'm walking just like you're walking.
Then move.
Just don't run into me.
Get out of my way, you dumbass.
I can follow you and walk with you. Where we going? Where are we going?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm being harassed.
You're not being harassed. I'm on the
officer.
public property just like you are. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Her legal responsibility is to protect the children at this school.
That is
and she is leaving the school property now.
My sergeant's here.
Officers are in that school right now, sir.
So let's go.
Excuse me?
Different officers that are on scene right now.
They are?
Yes.
And they're dedicated to school safety.
These are school resource officers, but we have 2 command staff officers that are in the school right now.
And they're trained?
They are completely trained.
Okay, good.
Let's go. I'll go this way with you too. I got legs for days.
You got all day.
I do. No, not her. You came up here harassing me, sir.
How did I harass you?
You harassed everyone. That's how I feel. Harass is a feeling. Anyways, how was your day? How was your day? What'd you eat today? I had some chicken and collard greens and I vomited it all up. Ugh.
Good for you.
I know, I feel sick. I feel lightheaded too.
You should be sick for
And I had like
not
peach,
honoring your oath.
and I had peach cobbler too. Where we going?
Yeah, a person like you who doesn't honor your oath to the Constitution shouldn't
Where are
be
we
wearing
walking?
that
I'm
badge.
hot. Where are we walking to?
There's another tyrant won't honor his oath. Tyrant.
Let me get in there.
Tyrant.
Hey, let's go. Hopefully you get my good side because I didn't put makeup on.
Police don't have a good side when they don't honor their
We
oath.
don't? Oh, okay.
When you don't honor your oath, you have no good side.
Oh, okay. I didn't have any makeup on today. I have my lashes
I'm asking
on.
you to break contact with me. If you keep following me and talking
I'm
to
gonna
me,
follow you. Okay.
I will consider that as harassment and file charges.
That's fine. Walk. I'll
Don't
follow.
say one more word to me.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Still being harassed by, how long you been on the
This
force?
is public property.
Yeah.
Lady Lake 345 County. I'll be back 10-8 with an FI.
Hopefully I look good.
1328.
I look bad?
Yeah.
Oh. Edit that part. Put a filter on my face, please.
They're surrounding me.
You came up here to get questions and act like this, and now since we're following
Act like
you,
what?
it's an
Act
issue.
like what? Engaging in constitutionally
Okay,
protected
so then why
activity?
leave?
Is that
Don't-
illegal?
Don't finish doing what you have to do.
What
don't
is
leave yet.
illegal?
Don't leave. Finish what you got to do.
What is illegal?
Don't leave yet. Don't leave.
Are you detaining me?
No, I'm saying, why are you leaving?
You told me don't leave.
You wanted to stay. Have some fun.
This isn't fun. I'm exercising my constitutional rights.
It's already, parents line up early. Indoors, indoors.
They're parked on the sidewalk. It's against Florida law. Could you ask them to move,
No,
please?
I'm not. No, I'm not.
There's no ordinance,
I'm on a call right now.
Oh, so I am being detained.
I'm on a call right now.
What's the call? All right, give me the CAD number. It's on the public records request for the CAD number.
I don't do that. That's fine. Go to the PD. I don't have my computer on.
24,
You have a computer on me right now?
98.
So you're out here without
My computer, yes.
official business?
Yeah, I don't have it. Is it on my head or am I?
What is your official business right now?
You, sir.
Why?
Where you think you just told me not to talk to you? Now you want to talk to me? Are we talking to each other?
Yeah, I'm asking you
You're not asking
an
me
official
nothing.
question.
Okay.
What job are you doing right now as a police officer engaging with a citizen on the public sidewalk? Is this a consensual encounter?
Whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you want to call it. So do whatever you want to do. Say
You are going to look good.
Thank you.
The ordeal has now escalated to such an extent that it becomes tough to really understand what was going on at this point. We've just witnessed Officer Posey take several minutes out of her day to follow, stalk, and harass a completely innocent member of the public for absolutely no reason. Instead of carrying on with her duties, she decided to stay engaged with the auditor, even though he was off the school property already. Technically, Officer Posey's business with the auditor ended the moment he stepped off the school property. And what's even more unbelievable is the fact that the superior on the scene, the sergeant, was simply standing in the shade and watching all of this happen as if it were a TV show. He blatantly allowed his officer to harass a man for doing nothing wrong whatsoever.
And you said that the principal trespassed me, correct?
How does my hair look?
You look good.
Thank you.
So you're telling me that I'm officially trespassed from the public school property? No?
While Officer Posey continues to act like a complete tyrant, let's take a quick step back and analyze how we got here. The initial confrontation occurred when Officer Posey demanded ID, and we've already discussed how that was unjustified. But Officer Posey also pointed out that a sign on the door stated that it's school policy to show ID first before entering. This brings us to an important discussion. It's crucial to understand that school policy in fact does not override the law set by the state. School policy is not the law, it is simply the rules established by schools to assure that everything runs smoothly during school hours. State law is the law of each state, and therefore school policy cannot override or supersede state law.
So we're gonna officially trespass him.
Okay.
And if you come on the school property now, so you know school property, you're allowed to be here. And
Okay, I want to document it.
Yeah, she's gonna give you an official trespass.
I don't have ID though.
Oh, you gotta give your ID.
No, I don't. You better check the law. Okay. Am I being detained?
Well, right now we're doing an investigation.
Do your investigation. I'm under no obligation to assist you with your investigation.
Okay, well, I'm going to sit up here and tell you that you're formally trespassing. If you come on this side of the sidewalk, you're going to jail.
And I want to document it.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't document it without a name.
Sure you can, John Doe.
No.
You called me that before.
You told me that my name was.
You just came saying you knew what the name was of a person. Use that name.
Nope. If it's not you, can't use it.
You're denying me, so...
Yes. Yep.
No official
I'm not going to put the wrong person's name down.
Warning. How long is the trespass warning on this property?
It's good for a year.
1 year. Today is what, the 22nd? Okay.
Today is the 21st.
My apologies. Thank you, sir. All right. You're all dismissed.
We're not dismissed.
Yeah, you are. Sure.
You don't get the right to dismiss us.
You're dismissed.
I'm not dismissed.
27
I'm here till 16.
Oh, good. We'll stand here together, all three of us blocking. Well, I'll get out of the way. You guys can
39 Tango at
I want to stay in the shade. Don't want to get tan.
I'm talking to the captain. Captain,
The principal
what
lets you trespass on
and
school
what
property.
is her statutory obligations to trespass me?
You'll have all that on the documentation when we give it to you. Okay.
And if anybody follows me anywhere, I will take that as a sign of aggression.
Okay. Is that a threat?
I will take that as a sign of aggression and harassment.
But what you're doing is not harassment, right?
No.
So the same. So it's James. James Frederick. Yeah.
Wait, like 10 feet?
Yeah, they trespassed me.
When today?
Go ahead and give him his piece of paper.
At this point, one of the officers walks into the administration building to speak with the principal, and the conversation they had proved the fact that Officer Posey had solicited the trespass, and the principal actually didn't have much of an issue with the auditor coming in to request the public records. Listen closely.
He's wanting to do a public records request. Is that something?
Like, what does he
He won't disclose.
But I can't give him everything. What does he want?
He won't explain. And that's
Well, I don't know how to help
How
him.
can you give him something if you won't
He
tell
can
him
do
what
a
he wants?
request, and then I go, and then they can tell me if I can give it to him. Like, I'll get district approval. If we can have
Are you okay? Are you okay with?
I don't know who these is.
I suggest you call your...
Are you
Press the button for commitment.
Are you okay for him coming in to do the public records request?
Yeah, he can request records, and then I have to, if I don't know what he's requesting, and I need to know who it is requesting it. I need to know who I'm giving it, because I can't give him student information.
Yeah. Gotcha.
He doesn't look like him. With his car?
Basically, what he wanted
Whatever that material
you to do,
sheet is.
Basically, what he wanted you, the school, to do was deny him the public records request. That's what he wanted. That's where his lawsuit's going to come into place. Okay, but once you agreed that you would do that, okay.
Ultimately, the auditor was not given an official trespass notice. He drove off knowing that every single officer on the scene was uneducated and adamant that he be put in jail for no reason. There have been no updates made on this ordeal, and it's unclear whether the auditor filed a complaint or lawsuit as of the date of this recording. Be sure to check out our previous video, where we cover another outrageous police encounter.